row is what they say. 6 in a row is what they say. Clap it up. Yeah. Come on, keep it going. That was Webenyama we sent home in the snow. Keep it going. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Sunday Night Live with your host, 58 South, with my co-host over there, the sports diplomat, Mr. Mashawn Roberson. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing this evening?
Hey, man, I'm doing great, man. Those claps were for everybody who got a chance to enjoy the snow. Those claps were for everybody who made it out of that 100-car pileup over here in Kannapolis by exit 60.
Yeah, I heard about that. That was horrible.
That was unexplainable right there. Those claps were for my Charlotte Hornets, who have won 6 in a row. Those claps were for Shakur Stevenson for making the champion Teofimo Lopez look like a pure amateur. Those claps were for Jarrell Big Baby Miller for playing it, keeping it cool after his toupee flew off his head in the middle of the fight. Most importantly, those claps are for y'all joining us, man. So thank you. Yeah, man. When I seen it said 100-car pileup on I-85, I can't imagine being car number 100 in that pileup.
Shoot, being car number 1.
Yeah.
Oh man, I saw that. I just hope everybody. I hope it was only property damage, man. You know,
that's all I kept saying. That's all I kept saying too. I hope
that's
you know.
pretty intense. Pretty intense pile up, man, and I don't know. Folk need to pay attention. You know, when stuff going on, man, you don't need to be out there driving unless you absolutely have to. So,
yeah, but you can't tell people that with cars, man.
I know.
People already can't drive when it's nice out and the sun is shining. So you already know as soon as something falls from the sky, they lose their mind.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we at with that, man. That's where we at with that. I know what I want to get to first and foremost, but is there anything you want to cover before I get this thing jumping?
All I was gonna say, because I know where you want to go, man, is that we got to keep up with y'all now, because the Hornets are right behind us for that 10th play-in spot.
Almost. The buffer between us is the Atlanta Hawks. It's us, then the Hawks, then y'all for right now.
Well, okay. I looked. I saw something that said the Hornets was right behind us. I said, boy, they coming on strong. So,
I think us and the Hawks. I think the Hawks are still 2 games up on us. I think it's y'all and the Hawks who both have 24 wins, if I'm not mistaken.
You might be right.
I think so. Because all I pay attention to is from 7 to 10. I don't even worry about 1 through 5. That ain't our ministry right now.
Yeah,
that ain't our ministry. We ain't got to worry about that right now. Know your role. Stay in your lane. You know what I mean? From 7 to 10. And I believe we can get within the play-in range, but that ain't where I want to start. Nope.
Well,
That ain't where I want to start, but this is how we're going to kick it off. See, I got us a new drop.
All right.
Welcome to the folks who just joined the show, joined the chat. Appreciate you. I'm going to start in Madison Square Garden. Star-studded night. You had Spike Lee sitting on the front row. You had new boxing president Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, in the building. The headliner was Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. Some decent undercard fights. Well, let's talk about that main fight before we get to the undercards, because that's what everybody paid to see. Duly noted 21. What's going on? Duly noted 21. Thanks for joining. Thanks for looking out. Appreciate you. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson was an absolute shutout. That was a shutout. Teofimo Lopez won the 8th round, and I think the only reason he won the 8th round is because the judges had to give him something for showing up and giving that belt away, because that's all he did. He had no real game plan. At one point, his corner man asked him, "What happened to your power?" He said, "Where did your power go?"
Really?
Now, his trainer is his father. Imagine your daddy coaching you through a fight. You come back to the corner, "Hey, son, what happened to your power?" And you ain't got, we have no plan B. Pops, so daddy, what we supposed to do? Run, son. That's the best he had for him. Run, son. I mean, he ain't say that, but I mean, that man should have threw that towel in a long time ago if he cared anything about his son. Now, aside from him just manhandling the man, Teofimo Lopez was he was lunging a whole lot, right?
Right.
Anytime you boxing, you know your head is not supposed to go over your feet. That's the best way to end up with your feet over your head, meaning you laying on your back with your feet in the air. You taught that when you first start boxing. This man's a world champion. You wouldn't know it by looking at the fight last night, but this man had the belt. Every time he lunged,
things,
man, and them desperate things was costing him a left eye that entire time. Every time he lunged again. This looked like your nephew getting upset with you and just swinging, knowing he can't really hit you or hurt you. He just got to do something to contact you. Like Teofimo Lopez, he should have like pinched him, stepped on his feet, did something. The start of the 11th round, the man came out of his corner, left eye leaking. It was a stream of blood coming down his eye. So now I'm looking at the corner like, so your cut man just don't care no more. That's what you're telling me. He ain't even trying to stop the bleeding or the embarrassment. Cause you got thoroughly embarrassed, homeboy. That's what you did.
But let me ask you though.
Yes, sir.
Again, you know more, you watch more boxing than me, but that guy in his other fights, did he use the same techniques that he was using against old boy this time? Or did he try to switch it up any? I guess was this a pattern. This was his fighting style in his other fights that got him beat.
Well, see, Teofimo Lopez, I'd be lying if I said he's not a great fighter. He just wasn't a great fighter against Shakur Stevenson. I'm not. Are you familiar with? Oh, dog, what's going on? Tuning in out the borough. What's going on, homie? Globetrotter, first name 275. What's going on? Are you familiar with the name Vasily Lomachenko? Vasily Lomachenko. No. Okay, so Vasily Lomachenko, also a great fighter, gonna be a Hall of Famer. We'll talk more about first ballot Hall of Famers a little on down the show. Also, real unorthodox boxer. Like think James Harden in the way that he scores the basketball, right?
Right.
Vasily Lomachenko throws punches that way. He's a real prolific puncher. And Teofimo Lopez was able to win that fight. Maybe that and a couple of other big wins gave him the confidence to think that he could hang with Shakur Stevenson. When the fight was made, I had already had my pick in the fight after watching Shakur Stevenson do what he does. Shakur Stevenson puts you in the mind of Floyd Mayweather when it comes to defense, but Shakur Stevenson also puts you in the mind of Terrence Crawford when it comes to discipline. Because last night, had he had that whole that a little bit of a killer streak in him and wanted to go for the knockout, that fight wouldn't have went 12 rounds. So Teofimo Lopez got outside of his body, and I don't think it helped that his pops been running around all week, jumping in people's faces like he the one boxing. You know what I mean?
He ain't had no little LaMelo ball. I mean,
yeah.
What's the ball boy's daddy name?
He had LeVar. He had a lot of LeVar Ball in him. Jason Smalls, what's going on, homie? You better believe it. Go Hornets. Yeah, we gonna get to them guys also. It's a winning weekend. We gonna take our time. It's a winning weekend. We just wanted to start with honoring Shakur Stevenson for moving up in weight class, coming into Teofimo Lopez's house, literally and figuratively, because Tiafimo's from New York City. He's from Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken. Sold out crowd in Madison Square Garden to see their guy get manhandled.
And doesn't it mean like when you go up in weight class, all right, that usually is a difficult fight for you when you do that, right?
Supposed to be.
For the guy moving up, right?
Supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. So this guy moved up and he was just way more prepared than the other guy and all of that, huh?
Way more skilled.
But I did read about it, and they talked about it exactly like you are. Like it was like he was sparring the whole time.
That's exactly what he was doing. And I feel anybody out there who paid to watch that fight, you should have did like Marshawn and just read about it, because you wasted good money. You wasted good money, man. I'd have been hot. I'd have been hot if I'd paid for that, then stayed up to wait to watch it. No, I'd have been hot. I'd have been hot. But that was one-sided. It went the way I knew Shakur was going to win. I didn't think it was going to look like Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence Jr. I did not think that. I mean, both Teofimo Lopez's eyes looked like an 8-ball when the fight was over. Yeah. So what's that? What you say, Mr. Hill? Conor Benn wants next with Shakur. So with Conor Benn, Shakur called out Conor Benn, Mr. Hill. Conor Benn was in the stands minding his business and beside what I presume was his lady or somebody's lady. He was minding his business in about the third row. Shakur Stevenson called him out. He came in the ring. They had their back and forth. In order to make that fight happen, Shakur would have to go up again and wait. It's not impossible. He has Bud Crawford and Andre Ward in his corner in his corner as far as counsel to lean on. I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson. And the thing about having that kind of greatness in your corner is cool, but it's only cool if you actually listen to what they're telling you. And you can tell by watching him do his thing, he listens to every word they say.
That's good, because you remember your boy Wilder had Mark Breland in his corner. He ain't listen to him at all. So you right.
Deontay Wilder,
you gotta listen to him.
Yeah, it's one thing to have good counsel. It's another thing to actually listen to him, man. Let me go down the line. I go to the fight up under that, which was the co-main event. Keyshawn Davis out of Norfolk, VA. Keyshawn fought Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz also fought Teofimo Lopez before. Keyshawn Davis did what Teofimo Lopez couldn't do, and that was stop Jermaine Ortiz. Stopped him in the 12th round with about 13 seconds left in the fight. He hit him in the 11th round with a body blow that took him down. He was able to get up and recover, but when he hit him with that second one in the 12th round, wasn't no coming back from that. The ref stopped him. The ref was like, yeah, I mean, let me help you out. He most definitely listening to Bud. Oh yeah, better believe that. Keyshawn Davis called out Devin Haney after his fight. Not sure if you know who Devin Haney is, but that's another situation to where Devin Haney's father is his trainer, also like Teofimo Lopez. So I'll be eager to see that fight because Keyshawn Davis is a big puncher, a real big puncher. And Devin Haney has problems with big punchers. In fact, Ryan Garcia was the guy who's the reason why Devin Haney is kind of recovering from that loss now. If anybody want to get up here and talk about boxing real quick, I'm gonna put the link into the chat real quick. I know some couple people in here right now that I know for a fact want to talk about this fight. They want to talk about the fight.
You said something right before we came on that I guess I want to get into. You were talking about, because I asked you if there were any up and comers that was kind of dominating other fighters like this guy dominated him. And if they would be able to, would they step up and challenge the guy? And you said, man, not really. And I was like, because again, that is kind of why I don't watch boxing as much, because you don't have guys that are willing to take on the champ as much and try and take their shot and put in the work to try to beat him. And if this is true that there's a lot of guys out there that are kind of contenders, but they're gonna kind of duck this Shakur guy, man, that's not good for the sport. So I want to get your feedback on that and others if they join you.
Yeah, absolutely. So the reason I'm saying that they're gonna duck Shakur Stevenson is now Shakur Stevenson, he was already something that you ain't want to mess with. But now he's gonna have a curse, that Terrence Crawford curse, meaning nobody's gonna want to be next to fight that. Cause we see what he's doing. We see what he's doing to one of the big four, rather. So the big four in that weight class: Gervonta Davis, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia. Gervonta Davis already beat Ryan Garcia, so that's kind of one out of the way. Shakur Stevenson comes in, moves up in weight, and dismantles Teofimo Lopez. The Devin Haney fight that maybe people were thinking about, ain't no way that's happening now, especially in the headspace Devin Haney's in. He don't want to fight that. So Devin Haney fighting Keyshawn Davis. Devin Haney did respond to that, by the way. I saw a little earlier today where he said, more or less, let's make it happen. I don't think that's a good idea for Devin Haney, but he doesn't have anywhere else to go. Because if you're trying to fight and make the best fight and actually get paid for the fight, you're going to have to do that. And sooner or later, man, one of those guys is going to have to fight Shakur Stevenson. I don't think Gervonta Davis is going to be able to do it because, he has his own legal situations going on right now, and he ain't in the headspace to really fight a top tier talent. He might take a fight a little later on in the year that don't mean as much or something like that. Maybe he does that, who knows? But he ain't trying to fight one of the elites right now. Not if you ain't all the way there, because that's a quick way to get that knocked off your record. Right, we all know they trying to protect that up.
Well, the reason I brought that up is because I thought about this a couple years ago in terms of boxing, and I know it can't happen because of the nature of the boxing sport, the contact with it, but boxing should have a season like other sports where you can't duck nobody if you in the box. If it's boxing season, all the guys got to fight each other. But I know they can't do that because of the nature of the sport. It's just wishful thinking. But it's like saying, okay, if the Super Bowl is coming up, New England Patriots, they the dominant team. Nobody can avoid them if they on your schedule. You gotta play. If they had a boxing season, the Shakur guy, you can't duck him if he's on your schedule. You just gotta fight him if the fight is on that. But I know boxing is not like that, man. So
It's starting to get a little better with your man Turkey Al-Sheikh putting up the money. So now it ain't no excuse. Now you can't talk that whole, well, I ain't gonna get paid as much. I want to be the A side. I want to be the B side. Here come a billionaire comes in. Well, look, don't worry about it. I got the bread. Now what? So there's that. And then in some cases they do have mandatories, like say a boxer gets stripped of a belt, somebody it's vacant until somebody fills it. So that has to get taken care of. But what you're saying, more or less, make it like a actual tournament style. I think that would make sense.
yeah, but you can't. I mean, but I don't think you can do that every year though with boxing because what if somebody gets hurt or they can't fight too much in like a year, I guess. I mean,
At least you can do at least two. You can do at least 2 fights a year.
okay, so a round robin tournament though would be you would have to fight more than 2 times in a year. But whoever the boxing, I guess, commission can figure it out. The BAWF, whatever they call themselves, they can figure out how it would be. But it's just some way to cut down on guys going so long, being top contenders and not meeting each other.
A lot of that actually comes down to what promotion team you're with, man. Like Top Rank, dealing with Golden Boy, dealing with Mayweather Promotions, dealing with XYZ Promotions. That's what a lot of that comes down to, man. It's really the promoters that get in the way, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
So Tank the Truth. Yeah, Tyson was the same way. I got mixed feelings about all this Mike Tyson love, man. Like, who Mike Tyson beat? One of y'all tell me who Mike Tyson beat.
That's the old schools I could get in the conversation with you on.
Yeah, who Mike Tyson beat that made everybody be like, yo,
with
Tyson
you there,
the truth.
man. Tyson, when he was coming up though, everybody he fought, he knocked out. But once he fought somebody that could box, he was out of his element, man. He could not.
And that's all I've been saying.
That's a boxer. Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. Did he ever fight Riddick Bowe? No, I don't think he fought Riddick Bowe.
Nah, that was Holyfield.
Yeah, that was Holyfield. I think Riddick Bowe would have beat him too.
Yeah, man. Mike Tyson ain't never boxed a day in his life. Mike Tyson fought a lot, but he ain't boxed a day in his life, man.
Yeah.
He ain't boxed a day in his
life. All his fights were like a minute or 90 seconds or less back in the day.
Yeah,
because
man.
He hit you. And dudes was because here's one fight that I think it was just over with. And this guy actually could have beat him if he had his mind right. I think Michael Spinks could have beaten Mike Tyson if his mind was right. But he was scared before he got in that ring of him. So
that was, from what I saw in the little bit in the research I did do, most of the fights that he won, that was the case. Somebody had already told him he hit like a Mack truck, so watch out for the body blows, this, that, and the third. Man, make him go past round 1. What kind? You don't know if this man got the win to fight with you. Make him go past round 1, man.
Yeah, anybody that did that beat him. Anybody that did that beat him.
Mike Tyson was so upset about having to go past round 1, he bit a man's ear off. That is insane.
He did.
That is insane.
He did.
That is insane. But yeah, man, he was a bulldog, but he wasn't technical back then. Yeah. Mike Tyson, exactly. Duly noted 21. Bulldog. That's what I'll say. I will never in my life say Mike Tyson was a great boxer. I will always say he was very entertaining and a knockout artist when given the opportunity. But boxing, Mike Tyson wasn't no boxer, homeboy.
I mean, I watched the fight, the Buster Douglas fight, man. That dude came in there. He was not scared. So once Tyson got past the second, third round, he was done. That dude was tagging him. Oh my God, he was tagging him.
What do you say? His stand-up comedy was hilarious. If you ain't seen it, check it out. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Who else? It was another fight. Before we get to the toupee. Shushu Carrington. He's from New York also. He's from Brownsville, just like Mike Tyson. He ended up with the what round was that? was it ninth? Yeah, ninth round knockout of Carlo Castro. So yeah, he picked up the WBC featherweight championship. So congratulations to him. But the fight everybody was talking about was Jarrell Big Baby Miller when he got his man piece knocked off in the middle of the fight. I'm glad he won the fight because the only thing people would have been talking about is the toupee getting knocked off and him tossing it into the crowd. Not sure why you would get a man unit put on before a boxing match.
That is crazy, man.
That's insane.
It was crazy. I mean, oh my God.
I like how he made fun of it though after the fight.
He ain't
It
had no
was dope.
choice with that. You gotta laugh at stuff like that. It's gonna eat you
Yeah.
up. You
Yeah,
gotta
it
laugh
was-
at yourself when stuff like that
Yeah.
happen, man.
Yeah, you
Because
knew better.
then it limits what everybody else could say.
Yeah, he knew better. And then he even went on Instagram and made another post about it where he's in like a sports car. It looked AI, of course, but he was in a sports car shifting gears and it was coming off. And yeah, it was. He made real light of it, man. So congrats to Jarrell Miller, man, for winning that fight. All right, we got boxing out of the way.
Somebody say, "What's wrong with going ball?" I don't know, brother. I mean, look, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Able to do my thing. What's wrong with coming home?
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong. I don't know why dudes try to keep it on when, I don't know why. Just go on and cut it off when it start patching up, bro. Just let it go.
Yeah, man. Everybody want to relive their youth or something. I don't know. Everybody want to live in the past. Speaking of the past, the last time the Charlotte Hornets won 6 in a row was 2016. Yeah, you heard me. 2016. We currently on a 6-game winning streak. Took care of them San Antonio Spurs in the snow on Prime TV. Yeah, you know it. You know it. What really won that game for us, though, man, was that second quarter. We outscored the Spurs 35-17 because we lost every other quarter.
They tried to give it back, but they held on, man. I mean, hey, that's all you can ask for from a team like Charlotte. They held on. They held on to that game. They made some plays when they had to, but I give them props, man. 6 in a row. Congratulations. And I know I said something about the coach putting some fire under them. Apparently he's been able to do that in the last week or so to get them to win 6 in a row.
Absolutely. We got the Pelicans coming up tomorrow at home, so we should take care of business. You know how that goes.
Should take care of business.
When it come to teams in the Carolinas, we beat the teams we ain't got no business beating, and we play down to our competition sometimes. I just hope that's not the case, fellas. Keep it up.
I'm telling you who I like on that team, man. I talked about him last week. I am liking Brandon Miller, man.
Yeah.
I am feeling him. He wasn't an efficient scorer yesterday. I think he was 7 or 8 for 21, but
26 had 26 and 8 though.
Yeah, he's putting some good numbers together, and he's not just a one. He's turning into a two-way player. He give you some good defense, some steals, some rebound stuff. He's turning in now.
He getting there. He still got a habit of looking at guys with his hands down when they shooting 3-pointers in the corner though. I'm noticing that.
Yeah.
But he still got that habit.
But his rebound numbers are up, and of course scoring too. As long as the other guy, Colin Sexton, is under control, he helps y'all a lot too.
Colin Sexton had 21 off the bench yesterday. I think he only missed like 1 or 2 shots. He was perfect from the 3-point line. So yeah, that spark we need off the bench, and the fact that our team rebounding is getting better, that's what won that game. Team rebounding, man. That and Moussa Diabate, the way he hustles, his energy, the fact that he knows, hey, I might be undersized, but you're not gonna outwork me. He had a better game than Victor Wembanyama yesterday. So way to go. But that Castle, something about that Castle boy, you can't do nothing with him. He gonna get both his feet in the paint when he want to.
Every time, man. There
ain't nothing you can do with him.
He's something. They got, like I said, they got him. Dylan Harper had a good game too. They were. I think San Antonio just ran out of time, which was good.
Second quarter. I told you, man, the second quarter is what did it, because every other quarter they had us. They had our number every other quarter. It was that stretch in the second quarter where Brandon Miller three-pointer from the wing, 3-pointer from the top of the key, then he gets fouled for the 4-point play. That right there is what set the tone for the rest of the game for us, man.
Now, in this 6-game winning streak, Charlotte fan, who I know they played a good team yesterday, obviously, and San Antonio beat them. What teams have they been beating in this win streak? Have they been beating up on teams that they should beat, or are they having a couple more wins like the San Antonio win mixed up in there too, where you seeing real growth?
The Denver, you could point to the Denver Nugget one, but Jokic wasn't playing. But I don't care.
That's
We
still a
still
good
went to
win,
Denver.
though.
Yeah, we still went to Denver and beat Denver because we are, we still who people think we are, as far as name recognition at the moment. We 22-28, 6 games away from being 500. We number 12 right now, as far as we're number 11. Number 11 right now as far as the East goes.
We number 10, y'all number 11. Bulls number 10, y'all number 11.
I swear I think it's it's y'all, then the Hawks, then us, man.
No, we number 10.
Okay,
And
well,
the Hornets are number 11.
Cool.
So that's why I wrote it down here, man. We're going to have to start fighting and keeping up with the Hornets. Trying to stay at the last play-in spot, man, because we done gone, I think we went 5-5 in our last 10. And y'all on that 6-game winning streak. That then close that gap, man.
Yeah, we're going to close it some more. I'm trying to see where we at by All-Star. Got like 2 weeks till All-Star break, I think. 3 weeks or whatever. So we should be right around fighting position by then. Speaking of fighting, Paul George got to fight this 25-game suspension for taking illegal substance or unapproved substance, however you want to claim it. I just know that this is what karma do to you when you talk bad about the Hornets, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I would never go play for Charlotte. They don't have a winning culture. If I go to Charlotte, my career is over. Well, you're not in Charlotte. You're not in Charlotte now. You're not in Charlotte now. They overpaid you for that $212 million contract. You haven't been producing at all. You just finally started playing decent. I think you averaging maybe 13 points a game.
He averaging 16. He the third scorer.
My bad.
On their team. And I watched something about that, the substance he's supposed to have taken. They don't know what it was, but it was on the well, I always call it the TNT show, the one with Ernie and Chuck and them and Shaq.
Yeah, the inside guys.
Yeah, inside the NBA. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kenny and Chuck was talking about, man, if it's a mental health drug that he was taking, the NBA would give him a pass on something that was prescribed for mental health, because they don't want to have guys in their league that have mental health issues and trying to get help to be discouraged in taking some of those things. So they were like, something ain't adding up here. And
it ain't had nothing to do with mental health.
With them.
Yeah, it ain't had nothing to do with mental health. He said he threw that out there. Yeah, he threw that out there. Man, you gonna get drug tested for weed and you didn't care. So that's what this is about. You know that's a banned substance, man. What's wrong with you? Think you is? You Josh Howard. You Josh Howard Jr. That's who you are.
I don't know what he thinking, man.
When he started talking about, I was taking it for mental health. Oh man, you were getting high. You were getting high, claiming this for mental health. Now you got to sit home for 25 games, and this how you know it was serious.
Him saying something about Charlotte got you high, ain't it?
Oh yeah, been that way. Like you came out your neck. All you had to do was say, I don't know what they got going on down there. I'm just worried about, I'm in Philly. But for you to come out your mouth like we were the worst team in the world, nah, homeboy, I don't care nothing about what you got going on. Your mental health was all right when you said that. It wasn't nothing wrong with you then, was it?
Well, okay, he should have said that. And I know Charlotte got their team surging a little bit, but come on, man. I mean, they're not the worst team in the league, but they're not far from it. As far as the reputation. But he should have said that, dog.
Yeah, man, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man? Came out your neck. That's why you got to sit home without pay. This man got suspended without pay. So you's losing, like I'm from up top. You're losing $11.74 million for taking this banned substance there. Smart man.
I don't know what, I mean, Paul George, though, man, at this point, he is what he is, because I remember when he was with Indiana and when he was leaving there, man, I thought that guy was going to become one of the, not the face of the league, one of the best players in the league, because he was just dominant when he was with Indiana. Of course, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, but I mean, you know,
And when that year when he was
comments.
with OKC, he had a very good year, but ever since that, man, he's just been average, man, or sometimes below average. I don't know.
So comments about my Hornets aside, I never felt like Paul George was a number one anywhere. I always said, yo, he gonna be a real dope Scottie Pippen if he get with the right number one. He just never
Mhm.
got with the right number one. Cause
Well,
Russell Westbrook ain't, that ain't the number one that's gonna take you to a championship or nothing like that. Now he gonna play. Russell Westbrook is the is the smaller version of a Giannis Antetokounmpo. They actually kind of look alike, haircut and all. You
he
know what I
gonna
mean?
play
Because
hard.
they play the same way, play real hard. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get 1,000% from him every game. But with Russ, the same way he can get you in a game, he'll shoot you out of one too. So
Mhm. Well, I don't know. I mean, I thought he was gonna bring a little more coming out of his Indiana and his OKC time. It's almost I don't know, man. When he got to LA, boy, it was like he just went home and got to chilling and didn't want to play for real.
hey man, make your bed. You gotta lay in it for 25 games.
Yep. And and the thing of it is, he already on Philly he was like that third lead scorer, so he is one of their main players, but he's already on the verge of being replaceable anyway. Cause that guy Edgecombe might come up in there and just eat him up with those extra minutes.
I think $212 is a lot to pay. $212 million, not $212. $212 billion. That's a lot to pay for a role player. That's
Oh,
all I'm saying.
yeah, that's a
That's an
hell of a lot to
expensive
pay
role
for a
player.
role player.
Good God, that's an expensive role player, man.
Well, it sure is, but he might be on the verge of becoming that, man. So say they go these 25 games, say they go I don't know, 15 and 10, 16
Mm-hmm.
and 9 in these
Mm-hmm.
25 games. What they
Mm-hmm.
gonna do when he come back? They
Restructure.
it might be like a Trey Young at the Hawks situation. Cause the same thing happened there. When he was hurt for the few games, the Hawks started surging, winning. They what we need you for? The same thing may happen to Paul George, man. He better I hope he getting his mind right since it's a mental health thing.
That's what got him in the situation he in, trying to get his mind right.
Yeah.
That's what cost him. But don't worry about it, man. There's plenty of room over there in Sacramento for you. That's where they just sent DeAndre Hunter from the Cavaliers. They traded him for Dennis Schroeder and Ellis.
Yeah.
I think that Dennis Schroeder pickup was smart on the part of the Cavs since Darius Garland is
Is
injury
he out
prone.
for the season or something? Because that's what he must be, Garland.
Man, just every other week. You know what I mean? Every other week he get hurt.
Oh yeah, cause I was like, man, Darius Garland a decent player. You don't need Dennis Schroeder unless he just ain't gonna come back. Then it makes sense.
But we just don't trust it.
Right. DeAndre Hunter, I think he's a good energy player. I mean, hey, it's not a bad deal getting Dennis Schroeder for that though.
Plus, you just traded one guy and picked up the two things that he does well. Ellis plays good defense. Schroeder can score. He can facilitate the offense. And he can also play defense as well. So that's a great pickup, especially since the Cavs. You're going to be in the playoff hunt. Well,
Mhm.
you're in the playoffs. Period. Because you're in the East. So now, how you going to get past this first round? Good pickup.
Mhm.
We'll see how it goes. Barring any more injury, seeing how those big guys do, Jared Allen and Mobley. See
I
if they
just gonna
finally
say
take the next step.
Mobley is gonna have to step up now.
That should be the next trade. Why they never talk about getting rid of him? How many
But
years you want to keep going with potential though? That's what I'm saying. How many
well,
years?
I mean, what's your choice? I don't, they got to keep him now that they've gotten rid of Hunter. I think unless they're gonna get a good return on him with another team, and that may be coming down the pike. But just the way as their team is constructed right now, they got to keep Mobley and just hope that he steps up and reaches his potential. Because you've seen it, man. When he is engaged in the game, man, he can eat teams up, but he just don't do it. He's not consistent at all with it.
He's gonna fade. He's gonna fade in the playoffs. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. It's a couple things you can count on, man. Death, taxes, James Harden flaking in a game 7, and your man Mobley just pretending like he ain't even there mentally in the playoffs.
I agree with you. I mean, I agree with you there, but they feel something like he can do something with him because I think that's why they traded Hunter.
We're gonna see, cause this draft coming up, it's a couple nice big men pieces that's gonna go
Yeah,
off that board in the top 3, top 4. So this really gonna tell how guys feel about their big men in this upcoming draft. And
yeah,
we
that's
still got
true.
to see where Giannis is gonna go. I hope it's Minnesota, to be quite honest with you.
That would be the best spot for him. Only thing about it, I don't know if Giannis want to go to that West though. But him and Ant Edwards, man, and if they can keep a decent core around them, because Minnesota got a whole lot of good role players. They got a bunch.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, like got Nas Reed, McDaniel, and gosh, I can't think of
DiVincenzo. Got
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo.
They got a bunch of role players. If they can get Giannis in that mix, they jump up 2 spots in my opinion. They might be right behind the Spurs. In terms of hierarchy in the West to me.
We'll see, because I don't know why they keep floating that Golden State thing out there. Like, that used car is almost need
Yeah.
to be parked. We can quit talking about Golden State. It's over.
I
It's
think so.
over. Yeah, it's over, man. It's over. You went and got Jimmy Butler. I don't know what for. He was never going to be able to help anything. He can score, but he can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So what were you going to do with that? And then
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry, all that running off screens is starting to wear on the little guy. Now he got
Mm-hmm.
sore knees. Remember, his ankles was already like cornflakes because that's why you had to hide him on defense. Now his knees bad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't even think about them much myself either. They need to go on and blow it up, in my opinion, man. Get rid of Draymond Green, or get what you can for Steph. Should be the only one, in my opinion, that should stay there. They should give him some,
Oh yeah.
he's
He
the
should.
only he should
Yeah.
retire from that team, but everybody else should be fair game for them to rebuild the roster. And it's even more troubling, like we talked about a couple shows ago, why they don't play Kuminga.
Well, Kaminga's coming off an injury
He's hurt. Yeah,
right
but I'm
now.
talking about even before that. I don't
Oh
know.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably because he was complaining about wanting to get out of there. We just gave you $48.5 million in like September. What you mean you want to leave?
Well, shoot, it ain't like they gave him 212 million. So hey, y'all go to eat that charge, man, or something to get your team better.
Yeah, man. That and look, man. I've been saying this the whole time because I still feel like Mark Jackson got the raw end of the deal. Steve Kerr was never no coach.
He definitely did, man. Look, all right, Steve Kerr didn't develop any players on that team. Look at the guy. All right, he got Wiseman. Didn't do anything with Wiseman. Wiseman got talent, but they never even developed him. Jordan Poole he did something for him, but okay, you gonna let him walk. He's got some talent too on the right team.
Yeah, but he couldn't take a punch, so he had to go.
Well, okay. It ain't boxing. Do something to develop your guys. Kuminga got talent. You can't develop him at all. And I'm sure there's other draft picks or young guys that have come onto that team that haven't been developed at all. The only one that seemed to blossom a little bit was Gary Payton's son.
Yeah.
In terms of getting whatever the talent that he has, getting it out of him. But everybody else, I don't think Steve Kerr he's not a developer of talent. You put him in there on a ready-made team, yeah, he good.
Yeah. You handed that man a very nice Lamborghini and all you told him was, hey man, look, you can keep the car. Just make sure you put gas in it. That's it. Just make sure you put gas in it, man. We good. Yeah, we good. Yeah, gave him the keys to the Lambo, said, look, you can have it as long as you keep gas in it. And that's how that went.
Yeah, man. So that just, they're a legacy team now. They're not gonna do too much.
Look, we know Steve Kerr was inherited a team with some guys. They got some guys in the draft, Klay Thompson. Those guys were already gonna be who they were, right?
Mm-hmm. Kawhi Leonard being in Toronto,
Yeah.
and because they won the championship that one year, should he be considered an all-time great Raptor? And what kind of a time frame should guys have to play for a team to be considered all-time great? That's a funny question, man, especially when you're talking about a team like Toronto, because they haven't won anything except that one championship with him. Because of that history, I might say yes, but I don't want to say yes at the expense of some guy like, say, DeMar DeRozan, who, while he had to go for them to win that championship, he played there for a long time, contributed a lot to that team. I don't want to say Kawhi Leonard was a better player for Toronto than him, but I kind of have to because they did win the championship. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think I said when you asked me that, it depends on what team you're talking about. Because if you're talking about a team like, say, the Boston Celtics, or Chicago Bulls, or San Antonio or Lakers, a team that has won a lot. One guy that comes in and has a season like Kawhi Leonard and they win a championship, he can't be considered an all-time great for that team because they have such a history. But for Toronto, or maybe like a team like Orlando or something, it might be a short time if you get a championship out of 1 or 2 years. Yeah, maybe so.
Would Kevin Garnett go down as a all-time Celtic?
They retired his number. So
Did
yeah,
they?
they retired his number. Oh yeah, he did. I guess you break that's a yeah, you brought that up and I didn't remember that till you said it. So I guess it don't matter. But he was there for a decent amount of time. They won that one championship, but he was there for how long was Kevin Garnett with the Celtics? Probably about 6 or 7 years, I think.
But do you think it still gets retired without that ring though?
I think so. Not with the Celtics.
Yeah.
You know. And plus I think they made 2 finals, won one and lost one, I believe. So that
Yeah, lost the
you
other
know
against the
they had a good winning run with them.
Yeah. Show enough. Oh, look, man, you know what we do toward the end, man. We gotta show love to those who show love to us, man. It's the HBCU section.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Bodie, reigning HBCU Player of the Year, is returning to Alabama State. So congratulations to all the Alabama State fans. You can put your mind at ease. You are getting your quarterback back. Nelson Peterson Jr., younger brother of Adrian Peterson, signed with TSU, dual threat quarterback, 6'3", 195 pounds. Drew offers from Ole Miss, Texas Tech, Wake Forest. Nelson Peterson Jr., by the way, is what I'm talking about.
I just wanted, since we on the HBCU section, man, I wanted to highlight something from my school, the Alabama A&M, that we were getting. We got a commitment from this quarterback. I might be saying his name wrong, but just Beckham Kritzer from Penn State. He was on Penn State's roster last year. He did not play for them, but that's one of the Power 5 guys that we was able to transfer to us. He's a 6'5", 199-pound quarterback. Hopefully he bucks up, man. I don't want to see him get hit. That 6'5", 199, that's pretty skinny. But he might have. I mean, he might have some talent come up in there and help the Bulldogs out. I would love to see that. I looked up quite a few. You might have ran through some when it was buffering on me, so I don't, forgive me if I'm repeating anybody. But Jackson State and Howard have a lot of 3-star recruits coming in, which I think are good for HBCUs. They got Jackson State got a guy named Jabari Jones and Kalo Armstrong. The article didn't say what position they played though. And then Howard got a couple of 3-star recruits called Xavier Newsome and one guy named Phoenix Orion Discomo, I believe that's his name, coming into their program. Obviously, we're a couple of HBCU grads. We stick behind them and want to pub them up a great deal. So I hope that all these recruits come up in there and make a difference on everybody's roster. One other thing I saw today about HBCUs is, you may know this guy. He's a pretty popular coach in HBCU circles. Dawson Odoms is looking. I think Bowie State is about to finalize a deal for him. He coached at Southern and at Norfolk State. He had his most success with Southern. I think he won the SWAC championship one time, won a couple of SWAC division titles too. But go ahead, 50. I just wanted to throw that stuff in there real quick. I don't know if you had some.
Man, That's what the HBCU section is for, brother. That's exactly what it's for, man.
All right.
Do want to shout out Morris Brown College out there in Atlanta. They
Man, what's
received more
going
than 800,000 in new donations. Contributors include rapper Ti, Congresswoman Nikema Williams, Bishop Michael Mitchell, and the 6th District of the American Methodist Episcopal Church. So congratulations to Morris Brown, man. You know, one of the main things for all HBCUs is having funding. So anytime anybody can get some solid donations, salute to any and every one of you, man.
Yeah, that's
Any and
great.
every one of you.
That's good. That's good. Morris Brown needs that. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Everybody, man, contribute to your local HBCU, man. Send them $25, $50 or so. Every little bit help, man. Every little bit help. We all we got. You know what I mean? We all we got.
Man, I don't want to backtrack a little bit, but there is one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know you wanted to talk about Bill Belichick and you know him and his Hall of Fame snub, man. I'm just like everybody else, man. I don't agree with them shutting him out this time. I think he did more than enough, but this proves, man, that they petty up there at the NFL. You know, the writers with the NFL, the leadership. You heard about Bill Polian supposedly blocking this guy from being allegedly blocking this guy from being a first ballot Hall of Famer, man, just because, you know, obviously he has to deflate gate all those gates with the New England New England Patriots. Well, come on, man. I mean, the guy, they already shut him out. They ain't gonna let him come back to the NFL. You know, let the man legacy live. But hey, it's not. It shows that he must have pissed a whole lot of people off on the way out.
That's where I was getting ready to go with it. I'm like, it seemed like to me, this some Robert Kraft got something to do with this, man. I'm thinking Robert Kraft made some type of call or had a conversation with some folks like, look, the way he ended up, the way me and him parted ways, I don't think he should have nothing to do with NFL enshrinement right away. I'll let y'all know when he's able to be a ballot Hall of Famer. I bet you that's what's going on, man.
It
I
might
bet
be
you it's
that.
Robert Kraft calling this shot.
Or I heard somebody say this, that I think they said Tom Brady is going to be up for enshrinement next year. So they might
See, that's
want
what
him and Brady to go in there at the same time.
uh-huh.
You know, okay, that's nice.
That's
But
not awkward at all.
you know,
That's not awkward. Like they was the best of homies at the end of
I
that.
know. I mean, you know, that just seems like you try to cover up this to get an NFL some kind of out. Cause that don't
Yeah.
and all they ain't gonna be up there hugging each other and doing all that if they get in at the same time. But you know, that might be. Maybe we can jump back on this next week. I know we running out of time, but LeBron James, when he did that interview or no on his podcast talking about how it's harder for uh guys to play 80 plus games in the NBA now because of the pace of play versus in the 80s and the 90s. It was easier to play 82 games back then. I'm like, man, you sound like a fool, man. You know,
Yeah, we ain't gotta wait to talk about this. But no,
okay,
we can get to this right now.
man.
We can get to this right now.
I mean, in the 80s, bro, you had Showtime Lakers. What kind of pace you think they were playing? You had the Denver Nuggets scoring 160 points a game, you know, and every team they played would score that much too because they didn't play much defense. They wasn't stopping nobody. It was like the pace of play in the 80s was like 102 or whatever versus 90 versus 98 or 99 now. I don't know what the metrics called, but I know the number was I guess that might be I don't want to give out the stat and be wrong. So but I saw them
Got
talking about that the pace of play, or I saw a report about that the pace of play in the 80s was higher than it is now. And I mean, I remember seeing a playoff game. It was like an 84 playoff game, like when the Knicks played the Pistons. The score was 156 to 149
you.
in the 80s, but the pace of play is better now. This is what I mean by, I think I said this to you, and Phenomenal John was on our show when I said this. Why do guys that play in the NBA now feel like it's their duty to talk about how much better the game is now versus what it was before. You don't have to disrespect the game to make yourself look better. But they constantly want to do that. If the game was so much better now, and I know I'm ranting a little bit, but I'll let you.
Nah. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. I got mine off with the Hornets. Hey, do your thing.
If the game was so much better now, then how come it's being dominated by the most unathletic players ever to play in the NBA in Luka Doncic and the Joker? Luka Doncic, he just lost the weight and got himself in shape, and now he might be the MVP this year because of that. But all of the years before that, he was dominating this era of NBA players. And he can't even run up and down the court 5 times without being tired and having to come out. Come on, man.
It's the top 3 players in the league. All they're doing is executing at a high level at the very basics of basketball.
At the very
Luka, Jokic, and SGA. SGA
That's
missed
right.
the mid-range. All they're doing is the fundamentals of basketball at a higher level than everybody
and killing the
else.
game. And they killing the game, but everybody that plays now is so athletic and so much in better shape than everybody else. Man, get out of here. These guys would not survive in a fundamental, because in the 80s and 90s they played more fundamental basketball than they do now. Duly noted, anything discredit raw history of basketball. I agree with you, duly noted 21.
Jokic, the Joker has a vertical jump of a piece of paper.
Man, that dude can't jump
killing people out here.
That dude can't jump from the street to the curb, man.
And it's destroying people. I think he's already like number 2 in triple doubles or something close to that, man.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing with that dude.
Yeah. And you got the best medicine now, the best training now, but you
Except for Paul George. Except for Paul George. His medicine sucks.
Yeah.
Paul George medicine
right.
sucks. Everybody got good medicine except Paul
But
George.
I'm on
you. I'm on you all season, Paul George. You can go and look forward to that. I'm on you all season.
And I respect the game of I respect LeBron James' game, man. I think he's definitely his all-time great player, leading in many categories over for the longevity stats, man. But this kind of thing is the reason why some folks just can't fully get behind him, like the face of the NBA continuously, because he says stuff like this, man. Let your legacy be what your legacy is. I don't think you the GOAT, but you a very, very good player. These kind of things just kind of rub me wrong, man, because everybody that play now want to do that and not just let their era be as great as it can be on its own.
I don't even think it's everybody in the current NBA. I think it's the era of guys who are on their way out. It's because the LeBron era, those guys, him, KD, Steph, they on their way out. Like, their bodies are telling them, hey, man, it's about time to hang it up. Anytime you can get the same ailment as my father, who's never played a day in the NBA, you got sciatica, homeboy. It's it for you.
Yeah.
It's it. Ain't enough icy hot in the world to calm that nerve pain. Ain't enough icy hot, homeboy. It's a wrap. This your last All-Star game. Now you're going to have to start figuring out, man, so what is Bronny going to be the video editor on the podcast? Because he ain't going to have a shot. He ain't going to have a spot on the NBA roster after you leave. So if that's what you just hanging around for, you can go ahead and leave. The Kings don't even want him.
I saw a report. I don't know if this is true because I saw it on Facebook. Some of that stuff be fake, but so I don't put too much stock in it. But I saw something where Dalton Connect said he requested a trade because Bronny played more than him.
Even if that's not true, even if that post wasn't true, that what you just said is true though. I seen Bronny James play before I seen Dalton Connect get on the floor. How does that make any sense to anybody?
Dalton Connect is much better than him. He should not be playing behind no Bronny James.
Dalton Connect should be in Charlotte right now. That's the way Dalton Connect should be.
Well, go get him. The Lakers clearly don't want to play him. All of those kind of things, man, just kill me because it was a lot of good basketball played particularly in the 80s. A lot of good basketball was played then. Man, you had Houston Rockets with Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, them just running up and down the court, killing folks.
See, this is the part of the show where I get quiet. I was born in '85, so I ain't really.
Telling you, Portland Trailblazers, Clyde Drexler and them was on when you had them, they had a good team, run and gun team. Talking about the pace was slower. No, it wasn't. No, it
You
was
can't
not.
tell me, even though I wasn't alive for a lot of, you can't tell me Isaiah Thomas just ran a half court offense
No,
out there in Detroit.
he did not, man. I mean, when they got rough, when they became the bad boy Pistons, they slowed it down a little bit. Then, because they had more rough and tumble players, and that was when going into the '90s. Then the pace did slow down. All the teams, because they had to find some way to stop, some way to compete with Mike. So they
Yeah,
had to
man.
slow the game down. In terms of like the Knicks, the Pistons slowed their game. Miami Heat, all of them slowed their game down to try to slow the Bulls down. But
I think he's trying to hang around and play with his other son. Man,
he
you better
might,
play with him in the backyard. Sciatica don't care nothing about that.
man, listen. I hope that's not what he's doing, man. I mean, come on, give it.
So now you're gonna rush this other kid who ain't even playing in
Yeah,
Arizona like that?
he ain't playing right. He ain't playing for Arizona. But apparently that don't matter. Apparently that don't matter because Ronnie barely played for USC. But like I said, man, it was a lot. I just that playing in the pace of play and keeping you from playing 80+ games now, it's ridiculous, man. Y'all are top level athletes. It shouldn't be. It's ridiculous that they have to have a 65 game minimum to win the MVP in games played now. They should not have to have that. But guys just want to load manage and things, man. Come on, play the game. Play the game.
I think that's part of that is how much basketball they play a year just from AAU to professional. It's like
Yeah.
all year long from age whatever you start AAU to NBA, just every day. Like your body isn't meant to take that, man. You're supposed to have some type of recovery process.
Or they don't need to play as much basketball. They need to play other sports too to keep you from, keep your body being well rounded. That was something that the other guys in other eras of basketball did. They played other sports because I think that's happening in baseball too. A lot more injuries because guys are just playing baseball all the time and not playing anything else. If you played football, basketball, maybe you ran track for your high school or your college or something, your body would be much more, I guess, able to adjust to different levels of, I guess, rigorous play and stuff like that.
It's more like a CrossFit exercise when you're playing the multiple sports.
Yeah, that's
Like how
right.
Jim Brown and the football guys just play lacrosse also.
Right.
Got you. He's still planning to use his influence. Hey man, that might be, but that influence is dwindling
He
if
could
you
do that,
ask Jeannie Buss.
but he could do that from anywhere. Like he ain't gonna lose no influence, even if he retires. Like he ain't gonna lose no influence. He's gonna be in the mix there. But, you know, well, he can do what he want to do. He LeBron James though. He can say what he want to say. I'm just responding.
Yeah, he can do what he wants except win another NBA championship
Yeah,
or
yeah. He could
shoot
buy him,
90.
though.
Yeah, he can definitely buy him one.
Get him a replica. He could buy one of them replicas, one of Mike replica rings.
Cool. Mike got plenty to hand him.
Yeah.
You can borrow one of these, just get it back. Borrow one of them, just get it back. Well, yeah, man. Did you want to go? Was there anything NFL wise that you want to talk about? Because the only thing NCAA I had was you see how old Buddy trying to go back to college after
Yeah,
playing.
yeah, yeah. It is one thing, man. I thought about with the NFL. They winding down these coaches that they're about to hire, and of course, none of them look like us. And I obviously just like everybody else, man. I'm a big time football fan. I love football, but this is one aspect of it, man, that disappoints me about the NFL. They don't give these guys any kind of chance. Fuck guys like Eric Bieniemy, Byron Leftwich, the guy who's doing well. I know they probably not gonna give him a chance because he sued the league. Brian Flores, all of these guys are good candidates to become NFL head coach. Brian Flores did a hell of a job with Miami Dolphins when he was there, and Leftwich led a Super Bowl winning offense, as did Eric Bieniemy. And who knows? It may not change, but it's something that is disappointing every coaching cycle. I think Aaron Glenn too is going to be used to justify the lack of minority coaching hires too, unless he has a good turnaround season next year with the Jets. And let's be honest, they the Jets, man. I don't know if he's going to really be able to save his job next year. I hope he does, so that they can't use that to justify these things, but I'm not real confident in it. So, it's just some of those things I did want to bring up that it was kind of disappointing. Cause you see, like we talked about the Bills last week.
Mm-hmm.
They fired Sean McDermott and they just promoted a guy from within the same staff, Joe Brady. They just promoted a guy from within the same staff to be the head coach. Okay, so how different do you want the team to be? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
just Sean McDermott different.
Sean
That's all.
McDermott light, I guess, and
That's it.
this guy is best friends with the quarterback, I heard too, with Josh Allen. Who gonna really be running the team? We'll see. But I think that was it though, man. Those couple things I want to throw in.
When you found out that Philip Rivers was being considered for a head coaching position before Raheem Morris, Brian Flores, Byron Leftwich, that told you everything you needed to know. That told you everything you needed to know, man.
Everything. I mean, come on. This guy coaching high school right now. You gonna give him an interview? What he gonna run? Wing T? I mean, come on, man. It is what it is, I guess.
He took it back to when they had halfbacks.
Oh, well, I mean, what he gonna run? That what they still doing that in high school.
HB sweep. HB sweep on 3.
Well, man, I mean,
HB dive. HB dive. That's what we call it, HB dive, man.
So,
he said
these things, it frustrates you with the NFL because they can do these kind of things and other things and never have to really have any repercussions from it. The fan bases still come out and do everything, so they don't really have to change their ways. The guys aren't going to do like that time when in the NBA when they found out about Donald Sterling. The players was like, "Hold up, man. All right, we'll walk off this thing," and they said, "Okay, we got you. We got you."
Yeah, they still played, though. They just turned the jerseys inside out like people didn't know they still said Clippers on them. I don't I guess we can call that protest.
I mean,
we're upset, but we're still going to play and make you this money tonight. We just want to let you know out loud in front of people, we're upset.
Well,
and then went and played.
I see your point too, but
Yeah, they ain't no different. They ain't no different.
Yeah, but
that's funnier thing about all that. They got rid of Chris Paul worse than they got rid of Donald Sterling.
They sure did. But to my point though, think about this: how many lockouts has the NBA had? NBA and Major League Baseball to make sure that the league at least can be run in a player friendly environment. NBA done had like 3 or 4 lockouts that I can remember.
Yeah.
The NFL ain't never had. Well, I remember one.
Well, that's a different type of money over there at NFL. There's oil money. There's oil money over here. You know what I mean? They made a movie called The Replacements for a reason. You think it ain't people that will come off their couch to come out here and take y'all position and willing to be scabs just so they can have a cowboy uniform on? Bring up
to your point, the one work stoppage the NFL had, it was in 1987. They did what you just described. They brought scabs off the street. The games were so horrible. Yeah, I mean, they ended that lockout. They let them dudes play like 3 weeks. They were like, man, this look like UFL or something out here. That's the only one I remember. They did that. They had a lockout in 87, and they got some scabs. And they were scabs, too.
Oh, I need to see footage of that. I could imagine them Monday morning
couch
quarterbacks. Boy, I need footage.
I don't even think they got footage of it 58. I don't even think they I think they when like YouTube and all this came out, they said, y'all better not put none of this on now.
We got burn that. We
We
got
gotta
burned
burn
that.
this footage, you know.
God,
They did, but I
I could only
digress, man.
imagine. I could only imagine. Oh, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but anyway, man, yeah, let's go watch some sports, man. The Grammys on, the Lakers are playing, I think. What time is it? 8:16,
Yeah,
so the Laker game probably
HBCU
over
over.
with by now. But I know the Thunder play Thunder play the Nuggets, and Jokic is
Mm-hmm.
back. So that should be a great game. Two of the
Uh-oh.
guys we were talking about, high level fundamentals, Jokic and
Okay, I'm it's Buffett again. We had a good run there, man. I think this is the computer telling me that it's time for us to go on and go.
well, then that's what we're gonna do. Hey, look, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode, to another edition of Sunday Night Live. I'm your host, 58 South. That right there is the sports diplomat, Mr. Mashawn Roberson. Tell them where they can find you.
Oh man, I don't have anything but a Facebook page, man.
You say that like it ain't nothing.
So
Everybody on
right now,
Facebook.
I guess I might have to, if this grows, I might have to get some kind of Instagram and things like that. I'm a social media novice, really.
Understood. Yep, catch me on Instagram, Facebook, 58 South. Definitely YouTube. Go on, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. 58 South TV, so you can check us out. Check us out live, and you can check us out on the re-air after I, make it all nice and put a music bed up underneath here and make it pleasurable for you. But look, whenever you go outside, take God with you, man. Y'all be kind. Y'all be careful. Stay out of the snow. Peace.